Today I am watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 21. I know it's a part 1 of part 2 of the finale of Season 2. Season 2 has been crazy so far, definitely an improvement from Season 1. Episode 20 felt very much like a filler episode, so I'm curious to see what Spike, Drusilla, and Angel are going to be up to in this episode. We've lost Miss Calendar this season, unfortunately. We've found out Oz is a werewolf this season, so yeah, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Last season we had the prophecy and there hasn't really been anything like that this season. Maybe Kendra will be back, the other vampire slayer, I don't know, so many possibilities, but I'm very curious. I know the season finale is usually a lot of things are revealed and it's usually some of the better episodes of this season, so thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you're ever curious about what gear I use or what's on the bookshelf, I've included a link in the description. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Sometimes they're little, subtle moments. Sometimes they're not. I'll show you what I mean.
Flashback to Angel being in Ireland. We know based off the ring he gave Buffy that he has ties to Ireland. Galway's in Ireland. Again, we haven't seen too much of Angel in the past. Yeah, and like the history of Angel being a vampire, we only know like more recent history, obviously.
With the reputation that this one has.
Maybe she's lonely.
In that case.
Is that Darla?
Close your eyes.
She's gonna turn him, yep. This is how he became a vampire. Oh, yep. Yeah, we're learning more about Angel's origin. Yeah, Darla turns him. Oh my. Oh my. So Angel becomes a vampire because he was like drunk flirting with some pretty girl. Is Angel gonna fight Buffy this episode?
Look on the bright side. It'll all be over soon.
I think she might be talking. Yeah, that might have more than meeting than just finals.
Oh, I'll be damned. I figured it was solid. What do you think is in it?
Only one way to find out.
Would you wait? I have to work on translating the text. It might give us an indication of.
Yeah, be careful what you open. What's going to be released. Yeah, exactly.
Wait. I'm gonna kill you. Die! Die! Die!
Always for theatrics, this Xander.
You really got the teaching bug. Taking over computer class, tutoring. I love it. I really do.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Do that before you go out and fail in the real world. That way you're not falling back on something. You're falling forward.
Always inspiring.
Do you really expect Angel to turn up tonight?
No, I don't expect him to. But that's usually when he does.
That is true, yeah, given his track record, yeah, he loves the sneaky surprise. Okay, London, 1860, okay. Yeah, now we have like the exact year and place where Angel became a vampire. Oh, Drusilla, okay. Yeah, it's nice to see, like, it's interesting to learn a little bit more about Angel's backstory.
But I don't mean to, Father, I swear. I swear.
Okay, so Drusilla had premonitions before she was a vampire?
Just give in.
No.
That's his advice. Just give in.
Scream.
Yeah, I'm guessing whatever's inside that tomb is something very evil.
I had this perfect memory of the pencil and...
Get the disc, come on, yes! With Miss Calendar's, yes!
It's not more. Might be something of Miss Calendar's.
Yes, they'll find the transcription. Oh, is this the gypsy curse happening? Oh, is this when his soul was reinstated?
No.
Yes, he's remembering everything. Oh, man.
No.
Okay, so we know he had 100 years of being a regular evil vampire before his soul was reinstated.
Such potent magic through yourself, it could open a door that you may not be able to close.
I don't want you putting yourself in any...
So this spell might restore Angel's humanity? Well, here's an interesting angle. Who cares?
I care.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jenny's dead. Can't you hear what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Xander, what are you doing? I thought Giles was gonna clock him.
But the way I see it is that you want to forget all about Miss Calendar's murder so you can get your boyfriend back.
Xander, you're being extra douchey this episode. Is he still that, like, just jealous and, like, possessive of Buffy, that even though he's with Cordelia, he still doesn't want Angel back because he still feels like, oh, then she'll be happy with somebody? Oh, Xander, just grow up, man. One ring to rule them all. Ah! Okay, bye.
You know, polite people
Yay! Kendra's back.
just wanted to test your reflexes about testing my face punching, because I think if I'm...
Ah, yeah, Kendra. Yeah, what's in here? And Spike's still pretending to be in a wheelchair, even though we know he can walk again.
He pierced the demon's heart before he could draw breath to perform the act.
Oh, there's a demon inside?
Voice.
Oh, and they're letting him loose. Whoa, he's like a statue?
We're about to make history.
Yikes. Yeah, if he can pull that sword out, then the demon's loose.
Juliet, blessed by the knight who first slew the demon.
Oh,
All else fails. This might stop it.
okay.
An orb of Thessala? Whatever that is.
Spirit vault for rituals of the undead.
Yeah, that'd be for Angel to reinstate his soul.
I'll wing it. Of course, if we go to hell by then, I won't have to take him.
That is true, yes.
Maybe I'll be taking him forever.
Oh god, that would be her nightmare.
Remove the sword and awaken the Catholic. With any luck, it should take some time.
He has an orb?
Spike?
So they have the orb, they have the translation. That was close.
As I ascend, as I become.
Oh god. No, Angel. Yeah, if he activates that demon. Oh man. Okay, New York now, 1996. So this would have just been before he met Buffy, I'm guessing?
You see? And then you tell me what you want to do.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious, this new Whistler character and how he somehow gets Angel to Sunnydale. Yeah. Or LA. This is where Buffy was before she moved to Sunnydale, okay. And Angel saw her then? Is that what happened? Well, that car is in no way fit to drive.
His hands and knees to get me to go to the dance with him. Which actually he's supposed to do after practice, so I'm gonna wait.
And Buffy is, yeah, obviously different from how we know her.
There isn't much time. You must come with me. Your destiny awaits.
Is this how she finds out she's a Slayer?
I'm destiny free, really.
Yes, you have. You are the chosen one.
Yes! Yes! Like early Buffy when she's like figuring it out. Oh man. And yeah, Angel was there that whole time? That's crazy.
Dinner's in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the backstory of Angel and the backstory of Buffy and how Buffy found out she was a Slayer, because we didn't really get to see that yet, so it's cool to see those pieces.
Alright. But I don't want to dress like you.
It's probably for the best.
Hey, look, we need you on our side.
Okay, so yeah, he agrees to kind of watch over Buffy and help her to get some like purpose back. Yeah, I said only the right one can have the sword. Yeah, I guess it's not him. What happens if Spike can take it out?
You will come to him or more will die tonight.
Oh my god, she's on fire! That's one way to get a message across.
She said more would die. I have to go.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
In case the curse does not succeed, this is my lucky stake.
Aw.
Killed many vampires with it. I call it Mr. Pointy.
Good name for a stick, yep.
Yes. You want me to get you a stuffed animal?
Yeah, she's like, I didn't have many friends growing up.
We can get back together. What do you think? Do we have a shot?
Come on.
All right. We'll fight.
Oh man, come on, Willow. Oh God. Oh, they got Xander. Bonked him. Oh. Good thing Kendra's here. Oh, bonked him again. Oh no! Willow's just crushed by that stack of books. Oh yeah, that's broken. No, Willow, come on. We're not doing this, right?
You never learned, do you? This wasn't about you. This was never about you.
Yeah, she doesn't realize, obviously, that they're attacking her friends.
You fall for it every single time.
Oh, man. Yeah, I do feel like this situation has happened before when Buffy's away, they send all the vampires in. And Drusilla, whoa!
Look at me, dearie.
Oh no, she doesn't have her lucky steak.
Be in my eyes.
No, 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 no. Don't do it, Kendra. It's a trap. Drusilla like possessed her now? Oh! Come on, seriously? Oh my God, she just killed Kendra? No, 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 no! And they're taking Giles? Does he think he can transcribe that relic? Oh my God! Well, we knew this wasn't going to be a happy episode. Oh, poor Buffy. This is not good. This is not good. Kendra's probably dead. Willow's under a bookcase somewhere. I don't know where Xander is. They took Giles.
Freeze!
What?
What I mean?
The police are gonna think Buffy did it? What? Come on. No. No. Oh my God, they set her up. So that was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 21, Part 1 of the season finale. Yeah, very intense. I knew the season finale would be very... This is usually how it goes. It's very intense. The fate of the gang right now is obviously quite perilous. We will hopefully find out some good news in episode 2, or part 2, I should say, of this season finale. But right now, it's not looking good. Things are pretty dire. But yeah, the season finales are always such good episodes, but they just break my heart because it's just so sad, and it's usually something bad happens, which of course we saw in this episode with Kendra dying. Yeah, and Drusilla killed her. It looked like Drusilla hypnotized her or something before she died, like Kendra wasn't fighting back, she was just staring into her eyes, and then Drusilla takes her very sharp pointy nail and slices her throat and kills her. So I'm not sure what that means in the Slayer community, if they'll now bring in another Slayer to replace Kendra. Again, please no spoilers, but considering Kendra was only brought in when she thought Buffy was dead, so will now someone be brought in if Kendra is actually dead? That seems to be the way they've set it up, so I'm curious to see what happens there, especially with this being the end of a season. Will a new backup Slayer be coming into season 3? And then we saw Willow is stuck under this heavy bookcase. That's not good. I don't know where Xander went off to. And then we saw Giles being taken away by the vampires, and I'm assuming they're going to use his knowledge to somehow interpret this relic or figure out a way for them to open it and to release this demon, as that's what Angel and Drusilla and Spike were trying to do. Spike is still playing sick, so I'm curious. He almost got caught in one scene, but he's still pretending like he can't walk, and he's still sitting in his wheelchair. So I'm kind of anticipating a big Spike revenge in the next episode when he, you know, comes back full force and they're not expecting it. And it was interesting to see flashbacks both with Buffy and with Angel. Angel we saw way back to when he first became a vampire, how Darla, we haven't seen Darla obviously for a long time, since season 1, and how he became a vampire, but it doesn't sound like he really knew what he was getting into. He just comes out of this bar, sees this pretty girl standing over there, and goes to talk to her, and she's like, well, I can show you things you've never seen before, and he seems pretty young. I don't know if they ever say how old he is when he becomes a vampire, but he seems like he's still trying to find his place in the world, and he's like, I haven't been anywhere, I haven't done anything, which I don't think would have been super uncommon. It was like 1860 something, I think they said, maybe a little bit earlier, in Ireland. And then we see him go to London, and we see him go to Romania, where his soul, we see this actual gypsy curse happening when his soul's reinstated. It's so cool to see the backstory, and I've been very curious about Angel's character, obviously, since he was first introduced in the show, so it was so cool to see and learn a little bit more about him, and how he went to LA when Buffy was still in LA, from this guy Whistler, who was a demon, saw him living in New York and wasn't doing well, and it sounded like he hadn't been doing well for a long time, as he's trying to live off of rats and other things, and he was very weak, and then this demon's like, hey, if you want to find some purpose in your life again, there's this vampire slayer, which again seems like an interesting proposition, because obviously we know he's a vampire, but that he's obviously trying to do something with his life instead of just roaming around constantly trying to find his next meal, and that he says he'll watch out for her. But it's interesting to know that he was there when she was still in LA, and maybe we'll learn more about that fire and stuff that happened in LA and why they left, and we can kind of see Angel getting to know Buffy. Obviously he's spying on her and she doesn't know that he's watching, but from Angel's perspective, he's learning more about her before they actually meet, so that, you know, he knows that her family and stuff isn't doing well, and they obviously end up getting divorced, and her mom moved to Sunnydale. But it's interesting to see that kind of pre-Sunnydale and before, and how everything happened. And even Buffy's character, before she finds out she's a Slayer, seems to be almost like Cordelia. She seems to be more focused on superficial things, and then that guy, I don't know if they explained who he was or what how he knows Buffy is who she is, but he comes up to her one day basically after school and is like, oh, by the way, you're the chosen one, and she's like, I have no destiny, like I'm not chosen for anything, I don't know what you're talking about. And then we see her slay her first vampires, maybe, or very early on in her vampire slaying days, and Angel is nearby watching as well. I don't know what he would have done if she needed help, if he would have introduced himself then, or if he was just strictly watching. While Willow and Buffy are studying, as it's the end of the school year, they've got finals, and that is keeping in line with season 1 as well, which spanned a school year or a semester maybe, but I feel like season 2 was definitely from September to April or May or whatever it is when they're finished school, and then they usually take the break of the summer, and then I'm imagining season 3 would pick back up in September again when they're back in school. But while they're studying, Buffy's pencil rolls off the desk, and they find that disc which has the transcription from Miss Calendar, and then of course that leads them down this path of, okay, maybe we can complete this curse on Angel and bring his soul back. And luckily Giles has that orb that we need, the one that Angel broke the first time, and he's making a joke about it being a paperweight, and I think that's what the shopkeeper said the first time, was like, oh, I don't use them very much, like I just keep them around. So luckily Giles has one. Now that they have the other piece of the puzzle, they're gonna try, or Willow was trying before these vampires showed up, to perform this curse to reinstate Angel's soul again. Yeah, and then of course, like we've seen Buffy before, it's a trap. She goes to meet Angel, or she goes to meet a vampire, and while she's out, the other vampires attack. It felt like she had taken preventative measures this time, with Kendra being there. I don't think she called in Kendra, I think Kendra just showed up, but either way Kendra was there, so I think it was like, okay, well, maybe I've fallen for this before, but now we've got Kendra there, and they're not expecting another vampire slayer to be around, so you know, Buffy's thinking, okay, my friends and stuff will be okay, and sadly that turned out to not be the case, as these vampires showed up, broke into the library, and attacked anyway. And just the look on Buffy's face when she realizes that she's in this trap, and that Angel was just setting her up, and it's just so heartbreaking again. And then at the end, when they showed that, I don't know if it was a police officer or somebody coming in and telling her to, like, what's going on, and she's literally standing over Kendra's dead body, so obviously it doesn't look good, and nobody else is around, and what is she gonna say, a vampire did it? Like, yeah, so I don't know if Angel called the police or something, or how that worked, but yeah, it definitely felt like they were setting her up to be framed for murder possibly. So that would be horrible, and yeah, I don't know how she would get out of that situation. Xander was very against bringing Angel back and reinstating his soul, which Xander can be pretty annoying at times, and him and Giles almost got into a fight over this because he brought up Miss Calendar and was just like, well, Miss Calendar's dead. It was just kind of, it felt like throwing it in Giles' face, and it was just uncalled for. And Xander, I don't know if he was coming from a place of jealousy. He was like, well, if Angel's back, then Buffy's going to be with Angel, and he doesn't want to see that. He'd rather have Buffy be alone, even though it seems like him and Cordelia are very much still together. So yeah, I don't understand his motivation for that, considering if he gets his soul reinstated, he's going to stop killing people and stop hurting people. It seems like he just wants Angel dead or not around at all, basically. Like, those are the two options for him. For him, there's no option of getting his soul back. It does not sound like Xander would ever forgive Angel for killing Miss Calendar, which I understand. Like, that would obviously be a huge thing to forgive and a huge thing to process, and especially considering it seems like it's only been a matter of months maybe since this happened. There hasn't been a huge time span, but Xander definitely does not want Angel back. It definitely felt like Xander's own personal feelings were taking over, and he wasn't concerned about what Buffy wants, or, you know, she wants Angel back, obviously, and if she decides to forgive him, that's her choice, not his. We did find out that Drusilla was getting premonitions before she became a vampire, and maybe that's why Angel decided to turn her into a vampire. We didn't see that actual exchange, but we know that that happens eventually. So yeah, it was very interesting, and just seeing Angel, you know, move to all these places and travel around, and obviously he's been around for hundreds and hundreds of years, so it was cool to get, even though it was a brief, I think there's the 4 locations, those 4 little timepieces of his backstory. I'm sure there could be hundreds and hundreds more, because obviously he's 200 and whatever years old at this point, and we also found out that he was just a vampire for 100 years and then had his soul reinstated, and then he had about another 100 years or so with his soul back. Okay, on to part 2 of the season finale, the very last episode of season 2. I hope Willow is okay under that bookcase. Who knows? I'm assuming they're going to try and use Giles to transcribe the relic and release this demon, which hopefully Buffy can prevent, but I don't know if she's going to be dealing with the police or whoever has also just showed up at the school while she's next to Kendra. I'm assuming Spike will make a big comeback. Yeah, I'm very curious and anxious and nervous to find out the fate of everybody and the Scooby Gang in this last episode, especially now that Kendra is dead. She was kind of their backup, you know. It's like, okay, well, if something happens to a Buffy, you know, at least the gang had Kendra to rely on, and now she's gone, so it's just Buffy again, and obviously she's only one person, and yeah, I don't know, I'm very nervous to find out what's gonna happen, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. London, 1860. Okay. Oh, is this the gypsy curse happening? Oh, there's a demon inside? Yikes. Yeah, if he can pull that sword out, then the demon's loose. He has an orb? Oh my god, she's on fire! Oh yeah, that's broken. Good thing Kendra's here. She doesn't have her lucky stake. Oh my god, they set her up? Okay, New York now, 1996.